It's difficult to restore but easy to destroy. But it's even easier to destroy with incredibly powerful machines that are built specifically for this purpose. You can easily destroy paper, thick logs, tires, metal, and even an entire car. Soon you'll see how it happens. This is Infinity, and in this episode I'll show you what the most powerful crusher machines in the world can do. Shredders. Many of you have probably heard the word shredder at least once in your life. Some of you may be familiar with shredders, and some of you may not know what I'm talking about. If so, a shredder is literally a crusher or destroyer. The word usually refers to an office device for shredding paper into very small strips or tiny pieces. I'm sure you've seen quite a few movies or TV shows in which the work of shredders was shown. Usually these are scenes in which office workers or criminals destroy black accounting or confidential documents using a shredder that chops paper into shreds. However, shredders may come in many different forms. Office shredders are great at shredding paper, but they won't shred anything more serious. But big objects should be destroyed too, right? That's where the industrial or chipper shredders come in. Industrial shredders dispose of many large items, from tires, bicycles, and tools to cars. Chipper shredders shred plant debris such as branches, stems, etc. Let's start with the industrial shredders. Industrial shredders are a hydraulic system that propels the material to be processed onto a rotating rotor equipped with blades. These shredders can be called the most powerful destroyers or crusher machines on the planet because they can destroy almost anything, within reasonable limits, of course. For example, in these videos, you can see how the machine destroys large tires. It clamps them, squeezes them, and tears them into shreds, after which only pieces of rubber fly out of the shredder. The industrial shredder successfully destroys old monitors. It doesn't eat it as fast as the tires, but that's understandable. Nevertheless, very soon there's not even a trace of them left. An even more difficult task is destroy thick logs. However, industrial shredders cope even with this. In a short period of time, a thick log is turned into dust. It looks cool. But the destruction of a car is even more awesome. Amazingly, you can really dispose of an entire car with rotating shafts. Only the most powerful crusher machines on the planet can cope with such a task. Here is one of them beginning to gradually suck up an old car. Pay attention that these shafts, in this case, do not move quickly, but this doesn't prevent the shredder from dragging the car farther and farther with each passing second. The amazing thing is that the shredder doesn't jam. Slowly but surely it destroys the machine centimeter by centimeter, and after 3 minutes of work, there's not a trace of it left. The most powerful crusher machine is able to destroy not only a car, but also a large pile of scrap metal. In this video, you see how metal is being thrown into the shredder with a crane. The crusher machine doesn't care what's thrown in it. In half a minute, there's not even a trace of the pile of scrap metal left. As you can see, the most powerful industrial shredders in the world easily dispose of metal and machines. However, in most cases, it's not shredders that are used for this purpose, but presses or crusher machines. At present, the overbuilt car crusher is considered to be the most powerful crusher machine in the world, working on the principle of a hydraulic press. This yellow and blue monster is amazing with its sizes. Its length is about 13 to 14 meters, height 6.27 meters, and weight is 27,216 kilograms. But much more astonishing are the characteristics of the overbuilt car crusher. Its pressure force is more than 175,000 kilograms per square centimeter. For comparison, a saltwater crocodile, the most dangerous animal and the largest terrestrial predator on the planet, has a bite force of 260 kilograms per square centimeter. The overbuilt car crusher is able to squeeze cars like cans. A loading machine loads a car into the yellow and blue monster. It slowly lowers the press and turns the once good vehicle into a flat wreck. It's amazing that the overbuilt car crusher is able to deal with several cars at a time. The largest shredder. But even such a monster like the overbuilt car crusher is inferior to a shredder called the Linksys. At the moment, it's the world's largest industrial shredder, which can give a head start to other industrial crushers. The $22 million machine is equipped with a 9,300 horsepower water-cooled electric motor. The 40-ton destroyer is capable of destroying 450 used cars in just 1 hour. In spite of its gigantic size, Linksys works just like an ordinary shredder. First, the cars are dismantled and their catalytic converters and mercury-containing parts are stripped off. Then the cars are put into the shredder. There, they're shredded using various rollers, and the result is uniform pieces the size of a human fist. Experts estimate that Linksys destroys 350 tons of material per hour. The engine of this metal eater, equipped with a super filtration system, requires such a huge amount of power that it's powered directly to the national power grid to avoid accidents and overloads. That's saying a lot. But that's not all. After the machines are destroyed, Linksys, being a multifaceted system, switches to sorting mode and starts separating different materials. Today, the company, which owns several Linksys destroyers, is the world's largest exporter of scrap metal. Large industrial shredders are impressive in their size and, of course, in their power. But as I said at the beginning of this episode, there are other shredders in the world. Even though they're smaller than the industrial giant machines, they can impress with their features and capabilities as well. Stay tuned to see the most incredible chipper shredder and an office shredder that will surprise you. 5048X. Chipper shredders, or tree chippers as I've already mentioned, are designed for shredding plant debris. Branches, stems, leaves, and so on. Such devices help to quickly dispose of plant debris by crushing them to reduce the volume and to ease transportation, as well as the convenience of further use as mulch, covering garden paths, preparation of fertilizers, etc. All this applies to usual chipper shredders, but what if you need to grind not a few twigs but several thick logs? This is easily handled by large chipper shredders, and the largest and most powerful of them is the 5048X, built by Morbark. The 12-meter shredder is equipped with a 1200 horsepower engine. The drum shredder rotates at approximately 950 RPM. The shredder shreds even the biggest trees very quickly. The result is that all that comes out of the outlet is dust and shavings. From certain angles, the shredder looks like a shower with water pouring out of it. Recycled materials are being removed from it in such a powerful stream. Office Kit S150. At the beginning of this episode, I already told you about office shredders that destroy paper. All such shredders easily destroy paper, but they do it in different ways. There are different kinds of shredders. Some shred the paper into strips, and others literally turn it into dust and so small pieces that it's simply impossible to recover the document later. The Office Kit S150 is one of the latter. This is one of the best and most incredible office shredders in the world. It's been assigned the 6th level of secrecy and security out of 6, which means that it can be used to destroy the most secret documents in the world so that no one can restore and identify them later. Documents can be shredded in batches of up to 5 sheets, and the bin can hold up to 20 liters of microfragments. Their size is amazing. The shredder shreds paper to the size of 1 by 2 millimeters. No specialist in the world is able to reconstruct the original data after such processing. So if you're keeping sensitive documents at home or in the office and are afraid that someone will come to check on you at any moment, this shredder is a great way to be safe. It's freely available and reasonably priced. However, as for industrial shredders that destroy cars, tires, trees, and metal, you'll have to loosen your purse strings to buy them. That's all, guys. What would you like to throw into a shredder to look at its destruction? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you later.